Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Common Mistakes. I know I have taken a bit of a hiatus last few weeks. Lots have been going on personally, as well as my daughter is now eating, so every night I'm covered in food. And today we are going to talk about the common mistake of not paying attention to return data and how you can use that data to your advantage. What is something that customers love and brands hate? Returns. And Amazon has really set the bar in terms of having a lenient return policy, which for some sellers can be a huge downfall in their ability to be profitable on the platform. Even more recently, Amazon continues to shake up the e-com and retail world with a new return policy, which is that smaller, low-priced items are no longer required to even be returned to the retailer. So one of the first mistakes in this area, of course, is not knowing what your return rate looks like and how much it is costing your business. I know firsthand how difficult this is to track and calculate, which is why My Horizons, the technology platform my business has created, has an entire return analysis. All right, so here you can see an example of what it looks like to track your return rates over time. This is important because one, you want to know if there's a seasonality to your returns, but also to be in touch with the reasonings. The nice part about Amazon's returns is that the customer is required to give a reason. And as a brand, you want to be able to pay attention to this so that if there are common concerns, such as apparel is too large, that you either adjust the product detail page to better set expectations, which of course is the easiest option, or you may even want to go back to the drawing board and see if there's updates or changes you should be making to the product. The other thing that's important to do when evaluating return rate data is not only looking at it from a brand perspective, but even being able to look at it by parent product. This way you can see if there are certain variations or products in your catalog that have a higher return rate, and then look internally to figure out how that can be resolved. Once you know what the problem is, as well as what your return rates are, I'm always asked, okay, this is great information. Now what do I do with it? And there are a lot of ways to work to get your return rates down. As I mentioned, taking the feedback of the return reasons is number one. So going back in, seeing how you can better adjust your imagery and how you describe the product is a great way to resolve that. The other way is making sure that your products are meeting the expectation of the customer. In addition to looking at the return reasons, I always advise clients to be looking at negative reviews and even the 3 and 4 star reviews. That can give a lot of color as to why a customer might even consider returning a product or why they're not 100% happy with their purchase. Another very important common mistake related to return data is knowing how much those returns are costing you. Not only in the cost of return sales value, but also in the refund administration fees that Amazon applies. When an Amazon customer requests a refund, Amazon will refund the seller the referral fee that was originally paid, but then will charge the seller the refund administration fee, which is the lesser of $5 or 20% of that original fee. Last but not least, related to returns and common mistakes that can be associated, is making sure that your fulfillment by Amazon settings are set up correctly. This means that you've actually gone in and thought out what is the best process for you and your business. Is it better for returns to go back to FBA? Is it actually better for when returns happen that they are sent directly to your warehouse? And those items that Amazon deems as unfulfillable, what should happen to them? Should they be disposed of, or should they be sent back to your warehouse for review to see if there's still an option that they could be resold or recycled? Thank you for listening to another episode of Common Mistakes. If you like what you're listening to, please take the 2 seconds to hit the subscribe button below. Lastly, if you are interested in learning more about My Horizons, our technology platform, we are accepting applications to our beta program, as well as offering an early adopter lifetime pricing to those initial subscribers. Feel free to use the link below to learn more. Thanks. Have a good night.